What up, my home G's? So I did the video and then I realized I still had my laptop plugged in, and if I do, it leaves this annoying like squeal all the way through the video, and I didn't want to do that to y'all. So I'm gonna sit here and do these questions again. So it should be easy since I just did it. So here we go once again. Are you named after anyone? No. My first name came out of a name of books, like when your baby names and stuff like that. That name was popular. Stephanie was popular from 1980 to 1990. So there are tons of Stephanies out there. My middle name, Elaine, it did come from my mother though. So me and Mama have the same middle name. When was the last time you cried? Um, Now I have my moments, and I need to cry every once in a while, whether I'm happy or I'm sad. I just have moments, and I gotta let it fly. And I mean, it doesn't bother me if somebody around me cries. I mean, it's just an emotion. But the other day, I was sitting in this chair, and I got up to walk across our living room, and I guess my leg was numb, and I stubbed my toe so hard that it tore the skin off of it. And I'm not going to go into detail because it was nasty, but I cried. I tried to hold it back, y'all, but it hurt. Yeah. Do you have any kids? No, I do not have children. Do not want children. I have nieces, and when they come over, I'm like goodbye when they leave. They're just ooh, it's too much. Props to all you parents out there. I don't know how you make it. I don't. I really don't. I have two cats, and that is like enough. Because just taking care of their needs is like at times. If I was another person, would I be a friend to myself? I do believe I would be. I think one of my greatest traits is I can talk to anybody and find a commonality, or just talk about anything. I could make friends with a stop sign. Um, I have conversations with people like at Walmart. Just bump into somebody and start talking, and Daniel's like, "Who's that?" I don't know. I was just talking to them. So I don't even have to know the person's name. Do you use sarcasm a lot? I don't think I do. If I'm ticked off, maybe. If I'm upset about something, or. But I don't think I do. You know, I pretty much say how I feel. I do. If if I'm in that kind of mood, I don't cut the mustard. I just tell it like it is. Will I ever will I ever bungee jump? No, I will not. I do not bungee jump. I do not ride crazy rides. Um, no, I don't need that adrenaline rush. What is my favorite cereal? Now, as a child, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh my god. Loved it. Loved it. And I love when you get to the bottom of the bowl and there's like all that sugar and cinnamon at the bottom. Loved it. But now, if I do eat it, because right now I eat a lot of lean cuisines, and like I write down the saturated fats and what's all in that, and drink my water, and I'm like on a time schedule with everything. But if I do eat it, I eat like fiber one type stuff and the fat free milk. I was drinking the soy milk, like Soy Joy, but I heard, and you know how that goes, heard through the grapevine. I think I read it in a magazine. If you have a metabolism problem, soy is not good for you somehow or another. Because I was eating the soybeans and all that, but apparently I'm not supposed to. What's the first thing you notice about people? If it's a girl, I notice her makeup or her hair. her hair color. I noticed if her makeup looks like it's done well, or how I would have done it. Just being honest. And also just if the person is attractive. That's just human nature. If we look at something, that's just how it is. What is my eye color? Can you see my eyeball? They are green. Green. They are almost to the point of being max grass green, like green. No deviation, no speckles, no green. I always wanted blue eyes. My sister got blue eyes, and I always wanted them. And kids in kindergarten called me cat eyes, and I'm like, is that a put down? Because, like, I like cats. It was kindergarten. Oh well. Scary movie or happy ending? I'm all about a happy ending. Scary movies, too much of that mess in my head just wigs me out, and I don't need that. Especially when I go to sleep, bad dreams, things like that. I'm here during the day by myself. I don't need to be like looking over my shoulder all the time because I will get wigged out. Seriously. And I had an ex-boyfriend who was all about like Chainsaw Massacre, House of a Thousand Corpses. No, I can't hang with that. I don't want to hang with that. Can't. Favorite smells, and this has nothing to do with perfume. Y'all are going to be surprised. The smell of Daniel when he comes home from work. The smell of my cat Angel. I love the smell of her. Or like a horse. Like when you get up to them after they've eaten an apple and you just... That is heaven to me. That is heaven. When you come in from outside and your mama's cooking like a home meal and it's just, you can smell all the stuff and it smells so good. And anybody who lives on a farm or from the South is going to know what I'm talking about. Freshly plowed peanuts. That deep earth smell with that peanut smell just makes you want to just love that smell. Also, the smell of diesel, it reminds me of my daddy. Also, the sound of a diesel truck reminds me of my daddy. Weird things like that, you know. Summer or winter? Okay, I know this wasn't the question, but I love fall. But if I had to pick, it would probably have to be summer because at least the days are like normal and the sun doesn't set so quick. I can cool off faster than I can warm up. Things are in bloom. I can go outside and, you know, at least walk in the shade. Even though still in the wintertime when I walk the dogs, I wear a big hat. Y'all remember me showing y'all my big old hemp hat that I had to wear in the sun? Scooter got a hold to it and ate a hole in it. So if anybody knows where I can find a huge hemp floppy like garden hat, I'm talking because you want the hat to come out far so that it covers your face and makes a shade. Okay, back on topic. Sorry. I was really upset about my hat though. But what you gonna do? But yeah, I would have to pick summer. Computer or TV? Definitely computer, especially right now with my contest. Yes, I'm making a little plug right here. I have a contest going on, so please, it's simple as pie. It's easier than tying your shoe. So go check it out. I got a lot of good prizes to give away, and I would love for you to be a new viewer of my channel. And back to the topic. Yes, I'm on my computer probably about 8 hours of the day. I am either trying to come up with a look, creating a look, editing the look I just made, answering questions, Emailing people, talking to my homegirls. Um, yeah. Uh, the only time I really watch TV is when I'm going to bed, and then like right before I doze off, I turn the TV off in the bedroom. And me and Daniel, we watch TV on his computer because he has like a high def something or another thingy over there. But yeah, that's what we do. What's the how's What's the furthest you've been from home? That is Miami, Florida. No, I have not went to Italy. I have not went to Greece, Spain, Germany. I have not went to any of those places yet. uh, Miami was cool. It was for like 2 days, so it was sort of like rush, rush, rush. Love Cuban coffee, must say. Um, I saw the spot right there on the sidewalk where the bird cage was filmed. I saw Burt Reynolds' boathouse. Woo woo. Saw people that were doing like those massive sand castles, and like one was a castle, and they had like little tea lights lit in it, like the rooms were lit up and people were out there playing music. And there was one man standing on the sidewalk with a snake around his neck. There were like these flamenco looking dancing chicks that were singing "Who Let the Dogs Out" in Spanish. It was just there a place called Johnny Rockets where they're like flinging the drinks around. It was nice. It was cool. Yeah, yeah, that was really fun. Do you have special talents? Well, I am an artist. Um, I do makeup artistry. I guess that's a talent not everyone has. Um, I probably should do like my regular art more often. You just get in the habit of you do it and then you slack off and then you do it some more. Every artist I know is like that. Daniel's like that. I'm like that. I can wiggle my nose. I can do that, and I can turn my tongue side to side. Not a lot of people can do that, and I can roll my tongue. Okay. Where was I born? In the South, in a little bitty town called Valdosta, Georgia. What are my hobbies? Well, of course, YouTube, makeup, artistry. Um, I'm a crafter here and there. When I was homeschooled, I was really into crafts. Like I was the bomb diggity at some crafting, man. I could make something out of nothing. I was like the MacGyver of crafting, but as I've gotten older, I've kind of slacked off of it. Um, I did do this on my purse. I have a flower pin right there. That was a bracelet, and the bracelet was made with little bitty beads, and the wiring was not strong enough. It broke, so I just put that on there. And I got a few things that I'm gonna fix up for whenever we move and have a new house, and I do things like that. Uh, Also, I would like to get into baking more. And my friend Tina, whose house we're going to today, she is making roast beef and my favorite mac and cheese. Oh my God, I wish I could send y'all some. It's so good. Oh my God, that woman can cook. And she bakes cakes for a living. And she's going to help me because in February it is Daniel's birthday. He's going to be 26. And he hasn't had like a real birthday in a long, long time. And I want to blow it out the water for him. and she's going to help me make him like theme cake of World of Warcraft. All you gamer people out there, I know y'all know what that is. The WoW game. So she's going to help me with that and bake the cake and stuff. So I would love to do that because it would be so awesome to be able to make. That's another art form, really, when you get into all those wild cakes like Cake Boss. Do I have any pets? Well, some people might would call this a pet, but I call this my child that God gave me and made specifically for me. Say hey, Angel. Her name is Angel Love. She's 15, turned 15 December 25th. I got her as a Christmas present when I was 14 years old. I'm 30 now. She had her ears removed, as you can see. She had cancer on them because at one time she was an outside cat because, you know, we live on a lot of land and she just had more fun outside. She was young then and she ran around and played a lot. But yeah, she ended up a few years back having to have those removed. I don't remember if y'all remember my Christmas haul and I showed those pine cones that smelled like cinnamon. Turns out my child has asthma. She has asthma. I turned around and she was like breathing all crazy and it looked like an asthma attack because that's what I thought it was, and I was just like beside myself crying. I called like every vet in the world, and thank God the one right down the road from us did not charge me very much. Told me that for her age she looks very good and gave her a shot to help her breathing, and so far her breathing has been very good. And she just, y'all, I could go on about this cat forever. She's been there when I ain't had nobody. She's soaked up so many of my tears and made me laugh, and all y'all with animals out there, y'all know how that is. She's just so gorgeous to me. And she only weighs 6 pounds. When she was born, her mama got run over, so they had to bottle feed her. And I got her from a lady named Miss Virginia. And I told God, I had a German Shepherd that died, and I said, God, the next animal I want it to be white. When we went, and she went to feed them, to bring them all up there so I could look at them, I just kept looking at them. I was going to pick this big gray cat, and then all of a sudden, here come this little white kitty. And at the time, she's got a scar now, but it was a scratch on her nose, I guess because the bigger cats were like scratching at her. But yeah, she's been my baby girl ever since. She rides in the car. She likes looking out the window. I can bathe her in the bathtub. She's made for me. She looks like just like me. She's pale, got green eyes, got big hips, and now she's got asthma like me, bless her heart. Favorite movies. That's like asking someone what is their favorite makeup brand, okay? I will give you a few. First off, my very favorite ever in the whole wide world is fried green tomatoes. They don't have to be still magnolias. A family that prays together. Me and my friend, my homegirl Tip, we sat and bawled our eyes out to that movie. We felt that one in our soul. Benny and June, The Other Sister, The Green Mile, anything with Robin Williams or Sandra Bullock. And there's this movie, it was made by Hallmark, called Dances with a White Dog. and it had Jessica Tandy in it. She was also in Fried Green Tomatoes. I think she's passed away now. I think her and her husband both have passed. Anyways, I had that movie on VHS, and it has into thin air, because them Hallmark movies ain't cheap. Daniel has, I don't even know, I don't even want to go count, there's so many, a movie theater, or a movie, what do you call them? A movie store was closing out, and on the last day he went in there, he said, I'll give you this amount of money for all of them, and I'll pack them up and take them off for you. So he said, okay, and Daniel weeded through what he didn't want, he gave to friends, and now we have a butt ton of movies. So, you know, if we don't have cable, we can at least watch a movie, but we have cable now. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have a sister who's 15 months younger than me. Her name is Belinda, and I have a brother who is, I believe, 3 years younger than me, and his name is Howie. Not much to speak of there. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be happy. I want to be genuinely happy. I want to wake up every day and just can't wait to get out of bed and do the job that I do. It would be great if I worked in the makeup industry or some kind of artistry, doing something creative. That's what would make me happy. Just to honestly get up every day and be just, wow, I can't wait to go and start my day. Which, that's how I feel about when I get on here, y'all. This is like my new little world. Shout out from the emergency broadcast system of Stephanie to my homegirl, Sullen Riot 182. Sullen Riot 182. I will put her link below. She is like the sister I always wanted, and she has like all the Kat Von D stuff. I'm so jealous. Not really, but that's awesome. And she just has a different little grungier outtake on makeup, and I like it. I like different styles. But yeah, I'll put her link in the bottom bar, so go check Megan out. She's a really sweet girl, and I really like her. So yeah, that was the 21 questions, and if y'all would like to do this, I will leave the questions in the bar below, and y'all can leave it as a video response. Also, remember that I have a contest going on. It'd be really cool if you entered, and remember to leave the comment from what you thought of the video on my homepage comments. It just helps me keep up with it easier. Okay, I want everyone to be accounted for. Love y'all, and peace out.